What's good? What's really good? What's going on? Hope you don't mind. I'm gonna crack a bowl. Hey, bowls up, dude. Bowls up, boys. I'm trying these breakers. They're like nicotine pouches with a little flavor. There's a flavor ball in it, so you crunch down on it like in your mouth. Pause. Also, I know I said last time I was gonna post the whole stream, but I couldn't because there was information on there that I didn't want to get out because it was my first time streaming. But we're good now. All right, guys, if we get 1,000 viewers, I will take a shit on the floor right on this cool rug. Which kits did you say you use? I use O&J's 808 pack, 1.5, and I think 2. I use every single decap pack, decap drums that knock. A couple drum broker packs, Memphis Underground Volume 1 and 2. Scott Storch, Still Storch Volume 1 is fire. I don't know. I don't really stick to a lot of them. Those are just kind of the bookmarked ones. I'll tell you the past 3 years, the only ones that have sustained are decap. This is my fuel right here, yo. Sorry. I'm not sorry. Come back to Santa Cruz. Still got the video. Johnny Santos. Yeah, bro. I plan on it. I'm trying to. There's a lot of markets that I really wish I could hit right now. The way it works with shows, and sometimes it just doesn't hit, you know? Specifically, Santa Cruz and San Francisco. Obviously, I grew up in San Jose, and I used to take the Diridon bus from the Shark Tank to Santa Cruz every weekend. So it's a grow-up spot. I wish I could play there all the time. But for whatever reason, like, tickets don't sell, not just for my shows, but for most of the shows that my friends play out there. So when that happens, you have to kind of step off and let it breathe a little bit, create some more demand. And I also feel like, I don't know, the Catalyst is kind of shot nowadays. And that was my spot. I saw all my favorite artists at the Catalyst, and my first shows were at the Catalyst. They got to do something to the Catalyst, bro. It's like, ugh. I hate to talk shit, but I'm gonna talk shit. Favorite metal band right now has got to be Peeling Flesh, dude, or Snuffed on Sight. I don't know. I've just been on a real slam kick lately. I don't check the chat at all when I'm making Muse. But I set up a third screen now, so now it's like streams right there. Music will be right here. And all the way over there, I got like a standard browser. Thanks for Save My Life with Visceral and all your albums. Sorry I'm Mexican and my English is so bad. Yeah, bro. Thank you, dog. Hey, your English is better than my Spanish. Just to let you know, bro. So you're doing great. What was it like working on Doughboy with Joey Valence and Bray? Joey Valence. Dude, it was sick. I had no idea Joey was so tapped in. He used to be like maybe he still is, but he used to make electronic music too. And he hit me up on some mad support being like, yo, blah, blah, blah. And like, of course, they're sick. They're like the new Beastie Boys. Love them. Yo, met you in STL. You're the realest alive. I don't know about that, but thanks, bro. Guys. Yeah, I know. I'm going to upload the last stream. I forgot to record it. So first mistake. Well, first mistake is there was personal information there. Forgot to record it. So I had to go in and save a 720p version. 720p version. I don't have an editor. I don't have employees. So I'm editing it myself. Do all this stuff. Yeah, it'll be up probably today. I don't want to upload all 3 hours of it. You know, I'm going to just get the highlights. Do the standard YouTube viral quips. Because you got to have capitals, clickbait, and a cool thumbnail. But I'm not about to do that shit. But it'll probably just be like, Getter talks about, and you could just cut to that shit, right? Because I watch that all day. Sam Hyde, Moist, the old Charlie, Dr. Disrespect, and all the boys. So, you know, sliding in. Pause. See if this works. If there's any personal info leaking, let me know. But is that who you're talking about? Hooligan Chase? Mans? This man's right here. You talking about this man's right here. Getter tapped in with Sam Hyde. Bro, I've been tapped in with Sam Hyde. And honestly, you know what? Hot take. I'm glad World Peace got canceled because that enabled him to really build up his universe. So as tragic as it was at the time, hey, I don't mean to talk trash on Tim Heidecker, but he's kind of, I don't know, not my favorite anymore. But yeah, that tragedy enabled him to be on top of his game. And he has really good advice and really good views, if anything else. I get a lot of people don't fuck with him for whatever reason, but I fuck with him. Great guy, hilarious. I can't wait for World Peace 2. Tara Reid on GTA 6 radio, bro. I mean, there's a good shot. I don't really know. I wish I had one experience with Rockstar. I think it's on YouTube. Years ago with Joji and Ski Mask, we went to Rockstar's office in New York and played some Halloween mode or Shanting. Go up, increase, whatever. Chrome Caskets 2 went. Bro, Chrome Caskets 2 is out.
Chrome Caskets 2 is already out, big guy.
Chrome Caskets 3 is on the way, though. Do you receive spiritual downloads when writing music? And what's your level of clairvoyance? You don't got to put the LOL in there, big dog. I understand completely what you're saying. I lived in Denver for about a year, and I had a pretty gnarly, in a good way, experience when I was writing music. I was writing Hot Vodka 2, and there was one night where I literally felt, think whatever you want about what I'm about to say, but dude, I felt like what I was making, I was not making. I was making it, but it felt like something else was in control, in the sense where I was watching what was happening instead of doing it. And it freaked me out. And then I talked to my therapist at the time. I was using BetterHelp. I was talking to the therapist. And then as soon as he identified it and told me what it was, it stopped. And so any other time it's happened since then, I just don't talk about it. I don't question it. I don't identify it or say anything to anybody about it. It's essentially just the flow state you get. It can happen with anything, dude. It could happen with music. It could happen with acting. It could happen with video games. It could happen with you could be and then you're like, whoa, who's doing this? So yeah, that definitely happens. Your boy's definitely enlightened. More metal tracks like Leap of Faith. Love it. Hell yeah. Actually just ordered what did I order? I sold my 5150 because I don't want to take up that much space. I got a Cartacao Colossus tube preamp that's going to fit right on my rack that I could plug my guitar into and finally record again. I'm not a guitar player, but I know how to do drop C, drop D, and drop A, and I know how to chug like a motherfucker. So they're definitely, I really need to fulfill my slam prophecies. Maybe work with Big Chocolate. I don't know. We've been talking. Shout out Cameron Argon. Wow, bro, I read your name as Johnny Sins. Thank you, Johnny Sins, with the $10, yo. By the way, last stream I was like, how funny would it be if I got copyrighted for making my own song? That's what happened. So it's all good. Bro, Big Chocolate's been the GOAT. And Big Chocolate has been tapped in since I hit puberty, dude. Big Chocolate, Disfiguring the Goddess. Like, I've been with his shit for so long. He used to have, Big Chocolate had a dubstep project with Mitch from Suicide Silence, bro. Called, can we pull that up, Jamie? Commissioner. Big Chocolate and Mitch. It was a death metal dubstep project from like way back in the day. And yeah, it was crazy, bro. And I remember hearing, I don't know if it was Sleeper, it was some Disfiguring the Goddess shit, and then seeing Big Chocolate and having them both separately, kind of like how people say like, whoa, I didn't know you did this and you did this. It was like that, but with me with Big Chocolate, because I would see all his death metal that I loved, and then I saw Big Chocolate, and what was the song? Blue Milk. And I remember connecting the dots, and we've been chatting ever since. And he's so cool. And he also did, pretty sure he did vocals for Arsonist Get All the Girls for a little while. Pretty sure he did vocals for Burning the Masses for a while. Fool's all over the place, bro. Cameron is a legend. $5, thanks for doing what you do. You basically saved my life when I was getting sober. Loved meeting you in Santa Ana. Thanks, girl. Appreciate you. That's why we do it, right? And for that and money, I'm just kidding. Here, enjoy this visual while I drain the main vein. One sec, guys. How was being on Real Bros again? Bro, that shit was so fun. I can't tell you, like, we've all experienced some form of imposter syndrome, right? Where, hold on, let me turn off this cool graphic that I made that I'm very proud of. We've all experienced imposter syndrome, but you ain't experienced imposter syndrome until you are given a script and pushed into a facility with professional paid actors. Because at first it was like Real Bros was like I mean, it's always been fun and it's just the homies, but I didn't know what I was doing, bro. And like, I never stuck to the script ever. Now, not everything I did was improv. 80% of it was. But if they gave us a script, I would essentially, my ADD is so bad, I would ignore the paragraph, pick a few key words out of this big long paragraph that you're supposed to memorize. So I wouldn't memorize it. I would just choose words and then like create my own version of it. 50% of the time they're like, that's great, we'll keep it. You know, thank God Jimmy was doing the whole thing with Christian, because I feel like if it was like I didn't know anybody on set and it was just like me acting, it wouldn't have worked out as well as it did. Because with rap and music in general, This is the way I work when I'm writing shit. And then we're going to compare it to acting so you could see the difference. With music, me and Puya, let's say we go into the studio and we want to make a new song or a new release. It starts with a beat, and then we start writing to it, blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, Puya finishes first because he's a mutant. He'll lay down his verse, I'll record it, and then I'll kind of bounce off whatever that is. But the whole point when recording in a studio with other rappers is to one-up what they've done. Not in a competition, you, I'm better type of way, but like I was at Puya's house, we were recording Chrome Caskets, Sempra slid and recorded his verse first, right? So I had mine done. Puya, he had some, but Sempra laid his down and blew Puya's mind, and Puya was like, all right, I need to top that. Pause. That's how it works with rap, right? So whoever I'm working with, we're trying to one-up each other because that's how you get the best product. You have to have a healthy relationship with them to tell them something is ass or that they can do better. So that's how it works in rap. You work with people, you try to one-up them. So in acting, it's similar to where if, at least the way I do it, maybe this isn't how everybody does it, but I'm definitely not an actor. If they write something, like, okay, I'll give you an example here. Let me see if I could find a clip of the scene I'm talking about and the reason she worked so well.
You're joking now?
I forgot about how funny this is.
I don't have time for your sarcastic.
Look at my bare ass neck, dude. I look like a child.
Quips. You don't even burn, fool.
Roll a blunt. I'll dome it right now.
What did you say? You trying to throw, frat boy?
Yo, he's being nice, bro.
Shut up, Fred Durst. Why don't you go sing for Limp Bizkit? Nice soul patch, fool.
So yeah, that whole scene would be like, they'll give you the script and like you take the whole idea. So like the quips thing was in there. This whole situation is written in. So it's situational script, if that makes sense. The Fred Durst thing was all me. And then you do it once and you can tell pretty quick. If you go off script, they'll either say like, yeah, keep going with that, or they'll suggest more, or they'll be like, dude, stick to the script. But most of the time they're cool with it. And then it kind of turns out to this. And it's funny because there's a couple spots in this. This was all like one take, fresh. Nobody had heard it yet. So you like really, like when you watch bloopers and people are trying not to laugh.
What was that, Hawk? What'd you say?
Bryce, he didn't
There's a part where Jimmy's like trying not to laugh.
Because it sounded to me like you're talking.
So that's how that shit goes. You just kind of try whatever. You try to one-up it. I will say there's a lot of way funnier shit in Real Bros that didn't make it because at the time it was with Facebook and you can only do so much. But oh my God, dude. I specifically remember me and Nick. There's a scene where I'm apologizing to him or some shit. He's like talking about his girl's new boyfriend and like, dude, he had like a crazy big truck. His dick must be huge. And dude, we went on like a 15-minute riff on like how big this dude's dick is compared to his truck. And dude, it was like it was the funniest shit we got on camera, but we couldn't put it in. And it was so good. The final result ended up being good, but like, yeah, I hope we do more. That'd be great. I had an idea to do Real Bros in the Snow and feeling scared of pursuing music due to past mistakes. I'm 19. How do I continue and be less fearful? Well, Bubba, the good news is you got all the time in the world. If you look at time as a currency, you got all of it. The best advice I could give you, if I could look back on everything I did from 19 till now, if something is coming your way and you don't like it, you can, one, worry about it, trip on it, let it ruin your day, week, month, year, whatever, or just play it, you know, like it's a sports game. And I don't know, I don't like sport. I'm not a sport guy. But if some shit comes your way and you don't know what to do with it, just adapt and learn. And then in like 5 years, you'll have that in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying? One thing I've struggled with a lot is putting yourself out there because it's scary. There's going to be someone that hates your shit or that hates you or wants to talk shit. That's fine. But the fact that you're putting it out there sets you above them because while everybody else is busy doing something else or busy pursuing something else, you're busy putting a version of you, which is your music or whatever you're creating, out there, and you're not going to see a lot of numbers for a while. That's the biggest problem. If you just don't take it as serious and try not to be super attached to whatever you're working on, make it and get it out of there. You know what I'm saying? On to the next thing. But the beautiful thing about creation is that you're making something out of nothing, which is huge because not a lot of people can do that. There's writers, there's movie directors, there's this and that, and their job is to put stuff together. But being able to have zero sound and then making sound and making it sound good is huge. Try to be present. Try to appreciate everything you're feeling now, including this being scared. You remember the good old days, dude? Remember the good old days when you just go on Uber Eats and one person gets your food and brings it to you and it's still warm? Ugh.